What's up, everybody? It's your boy JD back again with another video. You guys know what time it is. It's time to hop back in that absolute regression. So we're about to go ahead and get into it. See what's in store for us today. But before we do, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Want to take supporting further, Patreon link is in the description below. Also join the TheOtakuFix membership and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live on the channel. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Cheonma was within your reach, I'll give you that. But you can forget about killing his brother. Then why did you force me to clash with him? You ought to take responsibility. Very well, I'll own up to it. I shall put you in charge of the entire Gwangjang pavilion. That don't sound like a good idea. He's putting me in charge of the cult's foremost inspectorate. Well, what's wrong? I thought you wanted to reestablish some discipline within the cult. What's this supposed to be? His father trying to use me to deal with the problems he's been putting off. Does he not care if my life is on the line again? Let's not try to read him and just go off of what he said at face value. This is the man who leaves hints for his children on a stone wall, but also equally capable of throwing them into danger if it serves him. If you're sending me out there to face the wolves, at least give me something to defend myself with. Speak and I shall consider it. Grant me access to the Heavenly Demon Archives. Okay, that's a good thing, right? He would get access, that's what I'm assuming. Alright, the archives is, okay, it is a repository of tone. Okay, and manuscripts that hold all sorts of precious martial figures. Okay. Only a select few, including the Cheonma, are allowed to enter its halls. If you think you'll master some supreme divine technique by going in there, you'd be dead wrong. All you manage is reading the names of the techniques and no more. Like you said, the archives is chock full of guarded secrets, many within the cryptic and esoteric verses. Even if I'm lucky enough to find the greatest of them all, it'll be about the same level as the sword of the skyward path, which I've already learned. I would like to see how fate treats me in there, Father. I can't figure out what you're scheming this time. Scheming? Really? But you shall be granted 7 days of access to the archive. Thank you. You know what? I'll play along. I'll play along with you. Go ahead. I'll give you a week. Go ahead. I'll play along with this foolishness. Alright, Heavenly Demon Archive. At least they keep it neat though. I had returned to the cult back then to obtain the evil spirit required for the regression ritual. I was already as good as dead by then. Having left the cult for decades and with my merit features, not a single person recognized me. It took years, but I climbed the ranks from ordinary aspirant to a position where I could meet the new Supreme Commander in person. And at the time, I heard a story about the legendary technique from him, the 4 steps of the Wind God. It's a series of footwork techniques made up of just 4 distinct forms, heralded as the pinnacle of movement techniques. It was said to have served the Cheonmas of the old as well, but somewhere along the line it was lost to time and was never passed down again. However, the person who managed to get his hands on the 4 steps was none other than Bokdo Ju, the then leader of the cult. Okay, we get into some interesting stuff. I was able to become a Supreme Commander because I found the 4 steps which had once been lost. It had been sitting silently right there in the Heavenly Demon Archives. If it was in those halls the whole time, how come everyone thought it was lost, my lord? Because it wasn't exactly in the rightful place as a book. They used that bitch as a Dog. That's crazy. Then where was it? The precious verses were being used as support for the 19th bookshelf. It really was here all along. And nobody just ever thought to be like, I wonder what this is. Just 4 steps in all to traverse the world in full. The 4 steps consisted of 4 main forms. Shadow step, flickering step, piercing step, and flash step. The first is the shadow step. It's a movement technique meant for infiltration. At its elementary level, it's about avoiding one's gaze. But as your mastery deepens, the number of people you can evade increases. It's said that if you master the shadow step, you can vanish in an instant, even with scores of people watching. Next, the flickering step is a defensive technique. When an unavoidable attack comes flying at you, it allows you to somehow find a way to survive against all odds. The third is the piercing step, a movement technique for closing in and finding the gaps in your opponents. The book states that it can neutralize any defense or evasion with ease. And last but not least, is the flash step, the pinnacle of speed itself, showcasing how fast one can really move. Seven days later, at the Heavenly Demon Palace, I have returned, Father. He like, okay, show me what you did in 7 days. So what were you able to learn at the archives? Footwork, sir. Which one would that be? The 4 steps of the wind god. He like, you lie. I'm not in the mood for your jokes today. He like, don't lie to me, boy. Don't lie to me. I'll get up off this goddamn seat and wear your ass out. Don't lie to me. How could you have mastered a lost footwork technique? I don't have the guts to lie to you about something like this. I'll be like, show me. Yup, show me. You did it, show me. What will I get in return for proving myself? He like, this boy. I'll let you walk away alive. Fair enough. He like, fair enough. Okay. Deal. Chalk deal. He like, this bastard really did learn. He like, he ain't lie. He really didn't learn that shit. Where did you come upon the 4 steps? In the archives, of course. You're not fooling me with that lie. The 4 steps are not kept in the Heavenly Demon archives. I know what I saw, and I know what I learned in there. You would dare keep up this act? Can you guarantee that you sifted through all those secret texts? The book could have been stashed elsewhere instead of the shelves reserved for footwork. You knew it was in there, didn't you? Not at all. I was looking for another technique and stumbled upon it by chance. So, where was it exactly? It was being used to support a bookshelf on the floor. I found it while trying to fix the crooked shelf. I take it you destroyed the most important parts of the text. How did you know? Because that's exactly what I would have done. You like, I'm keeping this for myself. And this shit. That's what I would have did. Like, nobody else about to learn this but me. Let's hear those verses then. He like, I'm proud of you though. I'm proud. Figured he'd say that. I have no desire to take farther down, just to become the next Cheonma. My sole quest, my sole purpose is to take out Mugi and keep Father and everyone else in the cult safe. And when that's done, I'm going to enjoy life and wander the lands far and wide until he decides to step down on his own. So, teaching him this movement technique isn't a big deal. No. You're like, I ain't telling you nothing. Everything has a price. Like, you trying to get all this greatness out of me for free? Nah, broski. As I recall, the secret technique I taught you in the hunting grounds came with no strings attached. That was just enough to cover the drinks you had that night. You're like, you sure drive a hard bargain. It's astounding how you've kept that shamelessness bottled till now. As you said, I've been biting my tongue playing the long game. He like, fine, what you want? What you want, boy? I desire knowledge of the divine demon guarding art. The divine demon guarding art is a series of techniques for one's self-defense, a secret martial art that only the heavenly demon is supposed to know. Learning that is basically getting yet another extra life. Impossible. It is meant only for the Cheonma and their successor. You could teach it to me discreetly. What? It's a defensive art form that isn't so obvious when used. So you can simply teach it to me behind doors and nobody would ever know. Then I'll head back now, Father. Send someone for me if you change your mind. He like, I know you want to know these techniques. I know you want this footwork. You ain't gotta lie. I know you want it. You gonna give in. The 4 steps come first. He like, I knew it. I knew you want it. You want this. Is he seriously going to teach the guarding forms to me? Right. Then, would you like for me to teach you on the spot? Do you trust me that much, son? What if I obtain the 4 steps from you and choose not to reciprocate? I have no fears or suspicions. For I know you not to be a man who stoops so low in front of your own son. Recite the verses. Yes, sir. He like, I know. Jibble, jibble, scrabble, jibble, jibble, scrabble, jibble, jibble, scrabble, scrabble, jibble. That's what it said. Translation. Scrabble, scrabble, jibble, scrabble, scrabble, jibble, jibble, scrabble, scrabble, jibble, scrabble, jibble, scrabble. That's the translation for y'all. And it repeats with jibble, jibble, scrabble, jibble, scrabble, 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 jibble, scrabble, scribble. See? And it just keeps going like that, just like that. And it goes again. And then that's how you recite the verses over and over. And if y'all do that, if you stand in the mirror and you look at yourself in the mirror and you recite these verses, what I just translated to you, then you will learn the footsteps. Trust me. Take it from me. It'll work out for you. I promise. I wouldn't lead you astray. Should I repeat it again? That won't be necessary. Show off. Show off. Goddamn Pokemon just learning shit like that. Just, jeez. You've erased your old footwork and learned this one. Jeez. He's doing it, and it's clearly different from mine. Is there something special about his interpretation of the verses? It really is an outstanding technique. I created perhaps the biggest change after my regression. Could Mugi defeat my father who mastered the 4 steps of the wind god? Now, I will pass down the divine demon guarding art to you. I recited just once, so make sure you remember it well. Watch, his shit, he gonna recite that shit fast as hell. Yes, father. What vile scoundrel did that to did that, master? Who would dare lay their hands on you and do that? I'll go find him right now. That scoundrel will be my father. She's like, well, sucks for you. I successfully learned the guarding art of the heavenly demon. Looks like we finally have a secret between just the 2 of us, father. I'm honestly more thrilled about that than gaining this new skill. Ow! Don't push your luck. So, aren't you going? I'm technically your bodyguard, not a bruiser. That changed quick. You never used to joke around like this. I can't do it right now, but I swear that I'll find a way to lift Stone High Shell's side effect. So, just bear with me a bit longer. She's like, oh, you do care. Like, you do care. Deep down, somewhere, you do. All right, look at our boy getting 2 techniques in one video, 2 OP techniques seemingly. So it's definitely going to be interesting moving forward. But that's it for today's video, man. Hope you guys enjoy. You did, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about everything that happened in the comment section below. Also, you guys want to keep up with me, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, links, all of that is in the description as well. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.